what's up guys? It's Mike with the Copper Poppers. Before we started this video, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about one of our subscribers, Tattoo Steve Smith. I'm sure a lot of you guys that follow some of our bottle digging videos and some of the Crick Diggers auctions have interacted with him. He's an awesome dude from California and he does some awesome artwork. He's currently selling some prints and he's going to be having a show coming up here shortly. And I just wanted to show you guys some of his artwork. It's for sale. He does a great job. He sent us some really awesome stuff, some bottle work. So if any of you guys are interested, feel free to reach out. I'll link his email and his YouTube page in the description. And you guys can go over there and check it out. I'll flip you around. We'll take a look at some of the stuff he sent us. All right, guys. Here's some of the awesome artwork that Tattoo Steve has been sending us. A really sweet hutch there with a nice little link. A real nice drippy lip flask. And this is the most recent one I got from him. Bottle Digger's Cure. Now there's a bunch of other prints and other art that Tattoo Steve's done. I'm going to go ahead and put that up after this video so you guys can see kind of a little library of some of his work. But he's done some really awesome stuff. And if you guys are into bottles, go ahead, drop him a line, shoot him an email, and he'll hook you up. He does a really awesome job though. Gets it to you quick. And just a good guy all around. So go ahead and check him out, shoot him a message, and get some bottle artwork today from him for you guys. So, all right, guys.
Alrighty guys, got James, got the homeless guy, peeling the top off of a pit. That was where we just dug the last one a couple weeks ago. It was about an 8 or 9 footer. That's what we're thinking is on this one. We got our sod laid out over there. We got our tarp over here. We'll get back to you on the first piece. Alright, we got our first little bit of culture. Got so far one machine made med, but this is a hand blown whiskey flask, pre-prohibition, probably 1910. That is machine made, not hand blown, but still never know what's at the bottom. We still got a long way to go. There's our dirt pile, getting to it. Yeah. Another whiskey. Drinking. Seed layer. Yeah, seed layer, yeah. Another bottle. Oh, look at this guy. That looks like beer. Looks like something amber. I don't know. Another flask. Sweet. Usually these turn purple, so that'd be nice. Broken. Why'd you break that one? Nothing else to do. Alright, we'll get back to you. Alright, my man has some showing. Slick beer. Slick beer. Machiner. Yuck. Oh, nurser. Oh, cool. It's whole even. That's the first whole nurser I've found. Another nurser. Sweet. Man, didn't like them kids. Driving them to drink. And their hot rod Lincoln. Oh, another bottle. Another flask. Just Bottle City. Oh, another flask. Oh, these are the fun pits. Oh, another flask. Looks like a full pint, or a half pint rather. Yep. To be continued, but it's gonna be like that all the way down. I have a feeling. Let's get some more. Alrighty. Down about what, 4 feet? Yep. Down here. Thought this was a cold cream, but looks like it's got a ground lip or something right there. Oh, it's busted. What the heck? Rolling pin. A rolling pin. Really?
See if you can find the pieces.
Okay. That's weird. I've never seen that before. There's one little piece there. Huh. Alright, it's loaded down there. There's a rock layer, and then it turns to a little bit of dirt. And then you can start to see there's some seed in there, so cool. We'll get back to you. Alright guys, just doing a little check-in. Got Easy Bright stove polish, Heinz, more flasks. We thought that was gonna be a White House vinegar, but it's slick. But we got a couple more nursers and an Atlas Strong Shoulder. There's lots more in there. This is a ground lip clear Mason's patent 1858. Nice strong embossing on it. That would have been nice. And then we found a piece of a redware, a little bit later, redware pitcher, but it's got a pretty cool mark on it. Not one I'm familiar with. It's got like an eagle on a shield. It's pretty cool. But there's bound to be a lot more in there. So get some more. Alright, homeless man's kicking out the last corner. You can see our bottle pile, lots of holes, lots of slicks. Oh, look, here's a little ladybug. Did get a mason, Atlas mason, but it's cracked on the base. A couple bromos, but he just pulled up this guy. H. Clay Clover Company. Glovers. Oh, come on, dirt. Imperial Mange Medicine. Out of New York. Machine made, but early one. Nice, man. Nice chocolate amber. Sweetness. Ooh, that was a big mason. Dang.
Ball perfect.
Ball perfect. Yeah, there's our brokes. Lots of broke milks, but some pretty decent stuff. Can't beat a day like this though. It's nice and windy and cool, and it ain't raining. So, all right, we'll get back to you after we're all done. Finishing out that last corner. I've never seen a vial like that. Thought it was a syringe or something, but it's got the top of a vial. Super skinny. Interesting. All right, let's get some more. Well, that's all she wrote. We got her all filled in. Becca came to say what's up. She spotted some cool stuff though. Little vial and first button of the day. Homeless man packing up his van. We got another 8 or 10 footer over there, and it looks like there could be something there. Possibly something over there too, so we'll be back to this house for sure. But till next time, let's get some mo. All right, we're back. Another beautiful Sunday. Digging the third pit at this house. Homeless man doing work as usual. Getting the big boys out. This is what we found at the top for our culture. Nice patent 67 mason base. So I hope there's more of that stuff down below, but we'll be happy with whatever we get on. All right, get back to you on the first full bottle. All right, we've had to extend our hole a little bit. Seems to be a long running trench, but about 8 feet as we can tell. Some real thick lye layer, about a foot thick.
It's like some newspapers or something.
Really? Oh yeah, check that out. Just pulled this out with that lye too. That's nice blob top. We got some salt glaze coming out. Oh my god.
There's some newspaper. Maybe you can read it.
Cool. I don't know. 500 tomorrow. I don't know. Mess around with it some more, but pulling some ironstone, some older pieces, so we're really hoping this is the older pit. It seems to be that way, so. Ooh. Coffin flask.
Right underneath the lodge.
Yeah.
Looks like another one.
Yeah. Jeez.
Concrete.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a nice coffin flask. Have something on it.
Yeah, right.
You're allowed.
I'll try.
Ooh, ooh.
Big one. Early one.
Sweet.
Yeah. There's seeds stuck to it.
Seeds stuck to it. Heck yeah, man. Got the first pool live. It's light aqua. Hand blown coffin flask. Oh, I'm all zoomed in. Heck yeah. That ain't bad. I'm glad I turned the camera on.
Yeah.
Is there anything more you feel around there?
Oh yeah, there's something out there.
All right.
There's more sheep down there.
Beep. All right, we'll get back to you when there's another bottle pool. Let's get some mo. We are into it. We are into it.
Yeah, we're into it.
I don't know if this was intentionally broke like that or what,
Yeah.
but it's a perfume. We're into some early kid stuff. CF Nap perfume, Philadelphia. Not Ponel, but pretty dang close. That's pretty sweet. First embossed piece, but yeah, some early kids toys and stuff like that. We're getting into an old pit for sure. Just hope there's some whole stuff in there. All right, we'll get back. Okay. As you can see, we're working with a nice salt glazed crock. We pulled some late 60s, early 70s pieces and stuff it out of here. But this puppy looks whole. The homeless man was gracious enough to let me get in here and see if I can extract it. You can see the seed layer and the use and pieces of ironstone cup. Beautiful. Oh man, oh, there's a bottle right there.
Oh, not a bottle. What is it?
Looks like an amber, another amber flask, or not an amber flask, yeah. Oh, it's busted, yeah. More of that busted whiskey. Really beautiful color. Oh man. Please be complete.
Yeah, that guy's a nice color.
Yeah. Oh, there's just glass everywhere down here. This is the pits that we dream about digging. Pieces of slate. Just a great age. Could we get into some Ponel stuff? You just never know. What I'm doing is trying to very carefully extract around it. Make sure nothing's gonna fall on it. Oh, there's a turtle ink. Oh. Jeez, just the lip is busted. It's got a star on the base of it. Oh man. No, that's an old brake feller. That ain't me. Oh, here it comes. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's complete. Oh my god, I'm caught on a root. Look at the seed layer stuck to it. Oh. No. Oh my god. Oh, it's stamped. It's got a stamp number 2 on it.
Has it got a name?
I don't see a name. Oh my gosh. It's got a crack going through there, up through here, but it's still okay. Oh my gosh. Wow, man. Thank you for letting me pull that. Wow. That's incredible. Absolutely insane. This is just the beginning. Look at all the glass down there.
I didn't see that.
We're in for a fun day. We're in for a very fun day. All right. We'll get back to you on the next pull. It should be soon. Let's get some mo. All right. Still working after the extraction. Got a nice food jar. It says DOC, D-O-C. Homeless man said that it's usually a beer company, but they must have made some food jars too. See all the seeds in there. Nice aqua bottle though. Early stuff. See the ironstone we're pulling out. That's a good age right there, buddy. We got hit the wall on that side, and then it goes really narrow all the way back to a little bit, about a foot past where that plate is. So decently long pit, but just very narrow, which is strange. But hopefully there's some more complete stuff. I think we're gonna be in business. Get back for some mo. Hostetters. Busted.
L&W.
Isn't that's out of Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, but
Good. More pieces of crock and yellowware. What's that? Ooh, a button. Dang. Let's see if there's anything on it.
yeah, it looks like a rivet type button.
Yeah. Yeah. Still though. Got an old Hawkeye down there. Is that a Mason?
Yeah, wax.
Dang.
Cross on the base. An X.
Yeah, we did find the bottom, but there's about 2 foot of layer. Ooh. Heard that. Window pane. Jeez. This is the age though, man. No telling what could be in here. I'll get back to you on another live extraction. Oh, man. Oh, man. What? What? What's it say on it? For pure Peak. Pike for Pike's Peak.
Oh yeah, I have a cobalt blue one of those once. Sold it for $12 grand.
Oh, the freaking eagle on the other side. The applied top. Oh man. Why couldn't she be whole? It's paper thin on that corner.
It's all smashed in here with this crock.
Yeah. It was broke before. That's an old break. Wow. That is amazing. Let's go. Let's get some more of that stuff. Oh, buddy. broken wax sealers. See a couple slickos down there. All right, we'll get back to you. Got a Packard and James out of New York. Hand blown. These bottles are oxidizing and the glass is just turning them ghost white. Look how that flask changed already. Take it out in the sun. Yeah, look at that thing, man. Why couldn't you be whole? You can just see how thin that paper thin. It's an old break too, so. But that's how, you gotta be careful. Careful when you're digging, never know. Just look at all the seed layer coming out. Pieces of salt glaze. Look at that amber. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Let's find some more of this stuff. Yeah. Alrighty guys. Down in the pit. Just working up the bottom, and we still got another probably 3 feet that way. But show you what we're looking at. Got a couple more slick meds so far. Tons and tons of ironstone. That says hotel ironstone. See if we can find the other half of that one. Look at that. Jar insert. Just tons and tons of ironstone, and they all have really cool marks on them. Knowles and Taylor out of East Liverpool. Oh, there's a doll head. She's got some nice hair on her. Really cool. Just gotta go slow, that's for sure. Don't want to miss anything, especially at this age. I wish. Find some rocks. Lots of seeds. Some fan roots. Salt glaze. Late 60s, early 70s. Got a mason jar insert. One of the bullseye ones. That's good. Lots of rocks. Lots of rocks. Pretty methodical about it. See if we can find anything cool. Get back to you on a good pull. All right. Just saw a marble roll out. It looks like it's in good shape too. Oh man. It's a pink German onion skin. Oh man, this thing is killer. Wow. I hope it's focused on there because that's incredible. We'll get some good pictures of that. Sweet. Let's get some mo. All right, working along. Had some busted up stuff in there, you can see. Just pulled an ER Durkee. Saw a little med and pulled it out, and it's embossed. Let's see what it is. Oh man, Hills Drugstore, East Liverpool, Ohio. It's got a mortar and pestle and an eagle on it. Wow. MC, M little C, big C on the base. Macaulay and Company. Oh man, that's sweet. Beautiful. There's more stuff in here. We still got another 1.5 feet to go that way, so I'll get back to you, but that's a great pull. Awesome. Let's get some mo. All right, I'm working in the last corner and a med fell out. That's an embossed one. It says Bean and Vale, Philadelphia. Bean and Vale Brothers, Philadelphia. Cool. Nice little perfume or med or something. There's a whole bunch of rocks over there. But right underneath that lime, looks like there's another plate right here. Tons of ironstone. Just everywhere. Fun pit. Oh, looks like I got something right here. Oh, busted. But there's something behind it. What was that? Oh, that was a big Ayers bottle. Huh. Got something else behind it. Lowell, Massachusetts. That would have been nice. Oh, we got a flask or an ammonia. Figures the ammonia's whole. Anything else up in here? Not that I see. But, whoa. I'll get back to you when I get another bottle. Alright, everybody. Just wanted to do a cleaned up wrap up. This is everything that we got out of the pit. There were a couple more slicks that I'm still cleaning and some of the ammonia bottles, but for the most part, these are the keepers. We'll start off with the Crocs. This Croc has absolutely no damage. It's perfect. It's so nice. Late 60s, early 70s on that one. This was a nice glue back. Ended up being really nice. You can see the cool swirls through there. And then the big boy, the 2-gallon. It's got some damage, but it's a beautiful blue gray. Just a super wonky top on it too. You can just see how crude it is, but really cool. Embossed too, with like a sunburst around it. And then we got on some pretty cool ironstone too. This is Knowles, Taylor and Knowles out of Ohio. We got a couple plates that we glued back too, but some nice handleless cups, some creamers and kids toys. We got this little chicken, a rooster rather. It's got like an iron piece through the top and through the bottom, so I'm not quite sure what that was. Maybe like a toy or something. It's like a creamer lid, chicken head. Got a nice little doll head. The paint still on it. We got that killer marble. If it'll focus in. Yeah. Pink onion skin. I still need to tumble it, get that haze off, but you can see the beautiful color, the onion skin coming through that. Frozen Charlotte, pipe stem piece, little vial. Did get a nice mason jar lid with a good patent date on it. I haven't quite looked it up what exactly it goes to, but also got some other inserts. Check out the green that was dripped into that insert. Pretty cool and unique. Some slick meds. We got a ER Durkeys, S&B bitters with a nice applied top. We got that nice pickle too. That was pretty cool. 2 coffin flasks. Some nice panel meds. Stinks that this turtle igloo ink is chipped. It's got a nice little star on the base, but that would have been really nice. Still pretty cool. This is a perfume. It's pretty cracked up, but still embossed and together, and you can read it. Got this really nice champagne wine with a big kick up and some bubbles. It's really whittled and clear. Has a really nice drippy apply on the top. Pretty happy about that. This is a Santal de Midi out of Paris. Pretty cool. Applied top, panel bottle. Got 2 Robert S. Ward's out of Pittsburgh. It's got an applied top, a little bit of damage on it, but beautiful patina. This is a little bit bigger size. Some nice patina waves on them. I love when they come out like that. This is a really nice med. Hills Drugstore out of East Liverpool with a nice eagle and mortar and pestle embossed on it. Really nice med. It says MCM, which is Macaulay, or I forget, some sort of Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. This is Bean and Vale Brothers out of Philadelphia. Probably a little perfume or cologne or something. Facial cream. J.I. Brown and Sons out of Boston. And real nice applied top. Shoulder embossed. Carter's ink. Really cool. It's an early cone ink. And having it embossed up on this shoulder, on this collar, with the applied lip, makes it nice. I really like that one. Got Packard and James out of New York. And a Dr. Seth Arnold's Cough Killer. Applied top. Smooth base. And the biggest crier of the pit, the Pikes Peak Historical. Unfortunately, the shoulder's busted out, but just check out that eagle. So crude. And it's got the miner on the back. This was to commemorate the gold rush of Colorado. So they put a miner, and there's a ton of different variants and stuff. This was probably 1860s. Blown in Pittsburgh. Some of them say Pittsburgh embossed on them. Some say Old Rye. There's a ton of different variants, but yeah, that's the most complete historical flask that I've found so far, so definitely happy with it. Wish it was complete, but it is what it is. You get what you get. But yeah, these Crocs are really awesome. It was a fun pit. Good age. And happy to finish it out and get some good stuff. Alright. Till next time, let's get some mo. Copper Poppers out.